In 66 AD, Jewish resistance flared against Roman oppression, forcing Roman troops out of Jerusalem. In response, Emperor Nero sent Vespasian and his son Titus to suppress the uprising. By 70 AD, they besieged Jerusalem, destroyed the temple, and scattered the Jewish people into exile. Fearing their oral traditions would be lost, Rabbi Yehuda Nasi ordered the compilation of the Mishnah, a written collection of centuries-old Jewish teachings and laws. For Christians, the Mishnah offers a glimpse into the past, unveiling the beliefs and practices Jesus himself followed, and shedding light on the context needed to better understand Scripture. The Mishnah described in rich detail how Jews celebrated the Passover feast, commemorating the Exodus from Egypt. In the Old Testament, Moses led the 12 tribes of Israel, enslaved by Pharaoh, out of Egypt to the Promised Land. According to the Mishnah, the central event of the Passover was the Seder, where 4 cups of wine were drunk, each representing a different aspect of God's promise of deliverance from Egypt, as expressed in Exodus 6. I will bring you out, I will rescue you, I will redeem you, and I will take you. Unleavened bread was used to commemorate the Israelites' hasty departure from Egypt, not allowing the bread to rise. The leaven is associated with sin and pride, its absence with purity and a fresh start. A lamb was required for the Passover meal, as described in Exodus, an unblemished male lamb with no broken bones, taken and sacrificed, blood poured into a bowl. This is the bowl used to dip the hyssop branch to mark the doorposts of homes. Furthermore, the Passover lambs were roasted by stretching them out on a wooden structure that had a vertical spit and a horizontal crossbar to suspend the animal over the fire. The lamb was to be consumed in its entirety. The Mishnah emphasized the importance of retelling the Exodus story with special attention to the question and answer format in order to engage the younger generation. It also required reciting specific blessings and the Hallel, psalms of praise, highlighting themes of freedom and God's deliverance of Israel. The Passover meal in the Mishnah spiritually transported Jews back to the first Passover. In every generation, a man must so regard himself as if he came forth himself out of Egypt, for it is written, "Therefore we are bound to give thanks." This is how Jesus would have celebrated the Passover on the evening of every 14th of Nisan, until the Last Supper, when Jesus celebrated his last Passover meal before his crucifixion, fulfilling the Old Testament